Good morning, everybody. So I got my water, I got my coffee, my iced coffee, I got my questions that we're going to go over, and I got my Esperanza that we're going to read chapter 2. But in this video, all I'm going to do is go over these questions, and then I'll do a separate video for the read aloud, just because these questions are going to take a few minutes to go over, and then the read aloud is going to be pretty long. So I don't want the videos to be too long, because it'll take forever to upload. And then also I don't want you to have to watch 45-minute videos. Like, you know, you can always pause and come back or whatever. But okay, so let's get to it. So I'm just going to go through numbers 1 through 8 really quick. And then at the end, I'm going to just list them all, the answers, so that you can double check your work. So you should have this out in front of you so that you can follow along with me and check your work as I go. And if you have an answer that you put that you don't agree with mine, that's okay. Just send me, thing on Google Classroom, and we can discuss it. And if you can justify why you put what you put, then we'll talk about it. But let's get started. Number 1, a good title for chapter 1 could be A, the caterpillar, B, the harvest, C, understanding the heartbeat, or D, teaching Esperanza to love the land. So remember how I've told you that in multiple choice, typically, they will give you 2 answers that kind of make sense. But then they want you to pick the one that makes the most sense. I know. So let's go through. A, the caterpillar. I don't believe there was really anything about a caterpillar in that chapter, so it's not A. B, the harvest. They talk about harvesting grapes, but that's not what the entire chapter is about. You wouldn't name the chapter that. So it's not B. C, understanding the heartbeat. Now, that one could be right, so we'll leave it. Or D, teaching Esperanza to love the land. Another one that could be right. So we're between C and D. Understanding the heartbeat and teaching Esperanza to love the land. You've got to pick the one that makes the most sense. So the answer is D. D is more correct than C, because understanding the heartbeat, they are listening for the heartbeat of the land, but they're not, I don't think it's all about understanding the heartbeat. It's more about Papa teaching Esperanza to love the land through listening for the heartbeat and feeling the heartbeat and all of that. But it's more about Papa teaching Esperanza to love the land. So number 1 is D. Okay, number 2. Chapter 1 is told from which point of view? A, first through Papa. B, first through Esperanza. C, third through Papa. Or D, third through Esperanza. So the difference between first and third is that first person point of view is when you're hearing the story from that character's mind. So with our book Restart, each chapter is from a different person's point of view, but we're hearing from inside their mind. They're using words like I, me, us, we. So that's first person. So Esperanza is not first person. They don't use I, we, us, me. So it can't be A or B. So third through Papa or third through Esperanza. Third person is where the author is telling you about kind of what's happening to a character from afar. Like, it's not like we're inside Esperanza's head, but it is third through Esperanza, because that's what the chapters, what this book, the character that this book is focused on is Esperanza. So it's not third through Papa, it's third through Esperanza. So number 2 is D. Okay, number 3. What can be inferred from Papa wanting Esperanza to lie on the ground? A, Papa wants to hear his heartbeat. B, Papa is determining if the fruit is ripe. C, Papa likes the feel of the earth. Or D, Papa wants Esperanza to love the land the same way he does. Okay, let's go through them again. A, Papa wants to hear his heartbeat. Is he laying on the ground to hear his heartbeat? No. B, Papa is determining if the fruit is ripe. They do talk about fruit, but is he lying on the ground to determine if it's ripe? No. C, Papa likes the feel of the earth. I mean, obviously he must like the feel of the earth, but is that why he laid down? No. Or D, Papa wants Esperanza to love the land the same way he does. That's the most correct. He laid on the ground because he wanted Esperanza to lie with him and to learn about the heartbeat and love the land the way that he does. Okay, so 3 is also D. So far, 1 is D, 2 is D, and 3 is D. I promise they're not all D. Number 4, the setting is important to the story because, remember, setting is where and when a story takes place. Not just where, also when. So A, Papa shares his love for the land with his daughter. B, the harvest is soon. C, Papa and Esperanza can walk in the vineyard. Or D, the earth is talking. Okay, so A, Papa shares his love for the land with his daughter. That is very much probably the correct answer. He's sharing his love of, we just talked about that. He's sharing the love of his land with his daughter because he thinks it's important. And that's where they are. The setting is them in the vineyard trying to listen to the heartbeat and feel the heartbeat. Okay, so let's leave A. B, the harvest is soon. That's not really important. Yeah, they kind of talked about it, but it's not super important. C, Papa and Esperanza can walk in the vineyard. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but that's not like super, super important to the setting in the story. Or D, the earth is talking. Is the earth talking? No. So the correct answer is A. Papa shares his love for the land with his daughter. Okay, number 5. Underline the onomatopoeia words in the passage. So onomatopoeia is when a word sounds the same as the way that you read it. So I can't really think of an example off the top of my head. There's like a million, but I'm just blanking. So in this passage, this little section, we got to find the words that when you read that word, it sounds the same as when it actually happens. So, and then she felt it. Softly at first, a gentle thumping, then stronger, a resounding thud, thud, thud against her body. So thud, when you read the word thud, the noise you make from reading the word is the same noise it makes when you actually hear a thud, thud. She could hear it too. The beat rushing in her ears. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Same thing with shoop. So the words thud and shoop are onomatopoeia in this passage. So underline the thuds and the shoops. Okay, number 6. Which word best describes Papa's relationship with his daughter in chapter 1? So they're just wondering about chapter 1. That's why they say in chapter 1. They're specifically talking about chapter 1, which is the only chapter you've read anyways. But A, playful. B, amused. C, teaching. Or D, serious. Okay. A, playful. Are they being playful? Are they giggling and laughing and playing? No. I mean, they're not playful, but they're not playful. Okay, B, amused. I mean, I can assume they're kind of amused because they're together and they love each other, but the whole relationship isn't just amusing. C, teaching. This one makes a little more sense because really in this chapter, Papa is teaching Esperanza some stuff. He's talking to her in a teaching way. So we'll leave C. Or D, serious. Are they serious? I mean, no, not exactly. So number 6 is C. Okay, number 7. Which genre is Esperanza Rising? A, drama. B, historical fiction. C, adventure. Or D, western. Explain why you selected this answer. Okay, so this one is kind of hard since you've only read one chapter and it was a really short chapter. I can do this easily because I've read the book twice. Or 3 times. So it's not a drama, it's not adventure, and it's not western. It's more historical fiction because it's placed, maybe because they placed it back in a real town in a historical time, 1924. I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe that's how they think you should know, just by the title of the chapter. Because it's historical fiction is something that could have happened, like in history, like maybe kind of could happen, but it's not like a true story. Like it's not a non-fiction story. So B, historical fiction is correct for that one. Number 8, read this line from the end of chapter 1. It gives us the grapes and then they welcome us. He gently touched a wild tendril that reached into the row as if it had been waiting to shake his hand. Which type of figurative language does this line contain? A, personification, B, metaphor, C, repetition, or D, simile. Explain why you selected this answer. So the answer is A, personification. I'll just tell you, because we haven't really talked a lot about figurative language this year. So if you got this right, personification, that's awesome. So personification is when the author gives like a human trait to something that doesn't have human traits, like an animal or an ocean or a tree or a vine. So in this case, the author is giving this wild tendril, which is like a vine on a tree, a personal characteristic, saying that it was waiting to shake his hand. Do trees and vines shake people's hands? No, that's something a human does, a person does. So the author's giving this tendril personal characteristics. So the answer is personification. It's not a metaphor. You're not comparing anything. It's not repetition. It's not simile. So explain why you selected this answer. You could just say that you could put, as if it had been waiting to shake his hand, the author gave the tendril personal characteristics. Okay, so that's it. So I'll go over quickly again, read the quick answers, show you a couple more things, and then I'm going to end this video because it's already really long, and then I'm going to read chapter 2 in the next video. So number 1 was D. Number 2 was D. Number 3 was D. Number 4 was A. Number 5 was thud and shump. Number 6 was C. Number 7 was B. And number 8 was A. Okay. So now on this sheet of paper, you should have everything checked off from yesterday. And now we're on to Tuesday and you get to do your checks again. So make sure you're getting on iReady, reading and math. I've seen a lot of you on. I haven't seen everyone on and I haven't seen everyone getting their 20 minutes, but that's okay. Just try to get as much done as you can. Thank you for getting on. You're doing awesome. And then you should have checked off your chapter. Hopefully you got on Zern. I haven't seen a ton of people on Zern, but that's okay. Just try to get on there, for as long as you can, 20 to 30 minutes. Explore something new and do an educational game or a skill. So awesome. So I'm going to get on another video and I'm going to read chapter 2. But before I do that, when I left school, I forgot to grab Restart. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to finish the book with them until we go back. But I ordered one off Amazon for like $5. So if your parents say it's okay and you want to order one, it's on Amazon. It came in 2 days. It was $5 and some odd change. But if you want to follow along while we finish, we're almost done. We're like really almost done. I don't remember what chapter we're on. If anyone remembers what chapter we're on, I can figure it out, but if you can remember, comment on the video so that I can find it. But I'm pretty sure I'm positive I can find it. I can quickly look, but I don't have my bookmark. So, okay. So that's that. So I'll post this and then I'll read chapter 2 and I'll post that as soon as I can. These videos are taking a while to upload, so just be patient. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.